What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action spawning on the bottom of the map in the blue color. Playing as Loki, his name is Shelty. His partners today in the purple color playing as Set, his name is Apple, and in the red color playing as Isis, his name is Fox. Their opponents today in the yellow color playing as Uranus, his name is Goldline. His partners today in the green color playing as Hades, his name is TSM Player. And finally, rounding out the team in the sky blue color playing as Thor, his name is Skady. And we have the deities of death facing up against the Brazilian legends. Skady, I mean, you got to take the clan tag off Skady. Technically, Skady is still in DoD, but he's playing with the TBL clan or something for this. TBL was made for this tournament. While it is a clan tournament, we do allow teams to create clans specifically for this tournament. So it's more of a team game tournament than anything else, but Skady's decided to play for TBL rather than DoD in this one. Super excited to see this game, though. We haven't seen a lot from Apple yet. I'm not actually sure. He is a really strong player from way back when. I'm not exactly sure how much he's been playing recently, but we'll see how things are going to go. The map is Nile Delta. This map is really, really fun map here for a team game. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different to Anatolia. But it's the same ideas. And I rate this map much higher than I rate Anatolia. Why? Because you get this fish spawn is different. You get this pond over here that's different. This pond over here, you've got all of this space here for you to harass your opponent before it gets narrower up on this side. I really, really like this map. The other thing is all the gold mines are going to be really, really far forward here on this map. So as opposed to Anatolia, which is exactly the same thing, there's only one medium gold mine on your main base. So that the ideas that work on Anatolia might not work as well on Nile Delta. So we'll have to wait and see how things are going to go, as we do see the team compositions slightly different here. We've got TBL opting in for the Thor here on this one, and I would say they get a little bit unlucky here. And how are they unlucky? Well, on this position, they're getting docks down with the Thor player here, and he's going to be having to 1v1 the Set player on this water, which, not awful, but not good, so to speak. What you really want here is you want the Thor player in the pocket or at the top, and go from there. That's what you want most here in this map. That way you can have your Uranus or your Greek on the bottom side of the map here to take this bottom side of the water all by themselves. That being said, there's really not a whole lot of fish here, and I would be expecting sort of 430 advances from the bottom players to fight on this bottom water rather than a really, really big boom there. Whereas at the top here, you can go for a little bit later of an advance time. You get a little bit more fishing ships out and be completely fine here. I like that Fox has gone really far forward to grab all of these fishing spots here as well. As we do see Prometheus is coming through for Goldline. A really, really fast advance time here. Nice and efficient. As we see also Freya coming through for Skady. Nice and quickly as well. Bast on the way for Fox. As everyone is starting to get their age ups in. Player coming through Athena as well. Skady searching around with... No, not Skady. Fox. Apple scouting around with his hyena looking for something to do here. And he is taking a very, very late advance time on this one. 4:15 to the classical age. And we'll see if he's going to be able to make this one work. He does decide to go through Anubis. He's got himself a third dock coming up. So only 3 docks with those archer ships most likely going to be coming through very, very quickly here for Skady. Getting walls up. I like that wall there. Going to be protecting against some sort of a shifting sands play from Apple in this one. Meanwhile, on the front, we do have the Oracles pushing forward. They have been injured quite severely by Shelty here in this game. But these docks, they're all up and not really a whole lot that Goldline's going to be able to find there. But he's already going to be pumping out those Bareems pushing forward here. The upgrades or the age ups going to start coming through. We do see that Skady is opting in for some longboats on this position here. As Fox going to have to garrison his fishing ships back. Does get the cabinet out to push those Oracle heroes back for the time being here. And now Apple just about to hit that next age. With those longboats coming in, he's going to be under a lot of pressure here. But he can simply just garrison his fishing ships in for the time being and just defend a little bit. As the hyena set does end up getting sniped down on that position. Nice play where that's concerned. Fishing ship about to get taken out over there, as we do see the Bareems starting to push forward here. Good micro from Goldline at the moment, as Shelty, he is full land. He needs to go full send here because both TSM player and Goldline here are on this position. Now, the big thing is that TSM player has got Hades, so he can defend against an early attack from Shelty here. As he's got the Sentinels to throw down. But the question is, how much damage can Shelty realistically do here in this game? Is Apple defending here? Now, Apple could also give Fox and Shelty some defense here with some Anubis, with some snakes here as well. Alternatively here as well, you can just kind of sack the water to some degree here and go full land. It's a very, very valid strategy here in this game. As TSM player's base has been spotted here. The tower going to get taken down on the front. House is coming up here as well. Fishing ship's going to be getting taken out. The reason why going full land here and just sacking the water is a good idea, as we can see armor out for Fox. He's got villagers on fishing ships, is that all the gold mines are forward here. The same thing can be done by Apple. He does not need to stay attacking water. He can give up on the water as well and go full send on the land here as well after Shelty now pushing pressure over here. Did we see the Sentinels up? No, not just yet. We do have some military buildings down for Goldline at the moment. Going to attempt to save themselves here to boot. The problem, though, is that DoD has sacked the water really, really early in this game. They sacked the water super early, and this gold mine has still got a decent amount of gold left in it. So so TBL should be able to get themselves out enough units here to at least attempt to push out of their main base rather than having them spend all of that gold on archer ships and everything else. We'll see if these heroic ages are going to come in with any sort of veracity, so to speak, as we do have the units over here. What Shelty, or not Shelty, but what Fox could be doing right now is starting to get obelisks up to just check out all those gold mines and ensure that no one is grabbing the gold mines here as well. That could be a good way to play, as you do see the prosperity coming through for Fox. He's already got his armory up. He's going through Nephthys here. He's got that Ancestors Eclipse to boot. The Herser do manage to find a villager over here. We'll be able to snipe that one down. There's a Herser going to be retreating away for the time being here. Fishing ship's going to be pulling back as Shelty searching up onto this position, looking for a little something to take out here. Can he find some villagers? There are a whole bunch of villagers here of Skadys that obviously will be wanting to get taken out. This is a big advantage right now in terms of economy for TBL. They've got all the fish. All the fish is being pushed off here. There is a lot of hunt on this map, though. There is a lot of hunt. As opposed to maps like Anatolia, Mediterranean. Lots of hunt here does mean that a transition away from the water isn't that bad. As Skady here, he has mass longboats here. He's almost going to be out of this gold mine. He's got 1,600 gold left there. So that, I thought he would be a little bit more further along on that one at this point, but still 1,600 gold there. As we'll see how things are going to shape up as the villagers getting taken out on this position here nicely. Good raids from Shelty. He is keeping this DoD team in it at the moment. Apple grabbing a second town center here. He is going through Nephthys. I don't know if I like the second town center. I would have much preferred to see him just getting military units out straight away. As we see Fox getting the Migdol stronghold down. A couple of elephants going to come through. Chariot archers as well. Shaft miners in here for Fox, as Shelty dropping some houses on the front here for some reason. A little bit of a weakness he's creating for himself there with his units, as he's going to be pulling back for the time being. Still trying to figure out how to get damage done, but he needs to wait and not engage all too early. because he doesn't have that big of an economy to rebuild all of his units here after losing those fishing ships. And his partners aren't quite here just yet. But he is going to be taking the fight for the time being, trying to create a little bit of trades here in a good way. Nice pullback here while taking that hero Mermillo out on that position there. Another Einhjar spawn here for Shelty as Apple drops the Ancestors. Ancestors Eclipse getting dropped down here as well. Going to be pushing those units back here as they get double Ancestors in. Apple's Ancestors does not get affected by that Eclipse, however, but the damage is going to be coming through here in a big way as Skady getting this town center up. This is kind of why I thought maybe Apple shouldn't be going for a second town center here. He should be on this position already with a whole bunch of axemen to be preventing Skady from pushing forward here and giving Skady that position, give Skady this gold mine, give Skady the opportunity here to Ragnarok himself into a winning position here in this game as the villagers of CSM player at the moment are getting massacred on this position. There is not much here to defend this in the slightest. This is a huge amount of damage here onto TSM player. He is getting absolutely demolished at the moment as even as Hades here, he's just not able to hold as the units of DoD are just sprawling into this location here. We do have the War Elephants coming through as well to start being able to take out the town center. There's no ceasefire here either. What God powers could be used, maybe Shockwave to help out is basically it. There is an opportunity to drop down Sentinels or something on this position, but TSM player has taken a huge, no, the Sentinels are over here. TSM player has taken a huge amount of damage, and now got the Siege Tower in over here as Apple is now starting to push forward here. He's got those Chariot Archers coming through as well. We do have that Shockwave getting dropped down as the army of Goldline coming over to attempt to hold here for the time being. Shelty is in such a big position right now, but can he get to the heroic age here in this game while still producing all of those Hersir here is the big question. Fox and Apple, they're still kind of behind on the economy, but that damage done onto the TSM player has really caught DoD back up in this game here. As the Chariot Archers trying to push forward, trying to find villagers to kill. We do see, look at those villagers are on this gold mine at the moment. TSM player recognizes this gold mine is safe to some degree, so he has to go for that. DoD needs to recognize that that's where they need to be at the moment. They need to be down the map. They need to be putting pressure onto this town center, taking Skady out and taking that gold mine out right away here as the Minotaur gets cleaned up on this position. They're good priests out for Fox here to play around any sort of myth unit shenanigery here from Gold Lion, TSM player, or Skady here as Skady's coming through with a couple of units here, but there's units for DoD are very, very strong at this moment here, still producing more of those Hersirs as Shelty. It looks like he's lost a lot of his momentum here in the game, but DoD do manage to take the score lead here as the Chariot Archers picking off some units here nicely. Apple just needs to swing around and attack this gold mine. All those Chariot Archers are getting so much damage here. Restoration coming through here for TSM player. There's no restoration available for DoD in this game, so they do have to retreat back here, and it looks like TBL have found themselves a decent position here on that front there, but Fox has got the town center here as well. Look at the town. They're very, very close to each other. Town centers are very, very close. If you control this one, you control the top one as well. As the Chariot Archer still trying to take down this position here. Apple, he can just ignore the town center and he's finally recognized that he can ignore the town center. He can put pressure onto this gold mine, but now some raiding cavalry coming out here, and Apple has gotten caught out as he's kind of, the Chariot Archers just cannot find their way through here. Nice play from the raiding cavalry as Skady does drop a longhouse over here as some Valkyrie is going to come back here to try and support this one. We do have the Skady. Frost is now in for Skady. It's a bit of a weird one. But Flaming Weapons is down as well. Is he going to frost this one or not is the big question. Fox is biding his time here. Needs to separate himself from Shelty so he doesn't get frosted as well. As we do see a battle ball coming through for Skady on this position. A temple coming in for Apple to try and hold on here. As this game is very much in the balance right now as Gold Lion's starting to push forward. He's got a lot of units here. Going to be looking for some raids onto this position. Shelty here. He's only got one battle ball in defense as his army pushing forward over here has been defended by TSM player here for the time being. It seems like we've got the siege tower starting to move forward. Shelty not paying, or he is paying attention. He's turning around and shanking here. He's going to be losing all of his dwarves. He's on one town center. He cannot afford this in the slightest here as some battle balls going to be coming back, and we do see a Frost now onto this position to hold here. As Skady knows it's important to hold this town center here and hold this position, as we do see the siege towers breaking through here. The villagers trying to shank down, but there's a lot of Chariot Archers here. They need to focus fire down the villagers of TSM player here at the moment, but it's not happening all too well. There's another one going down as the siege tower is rolling forward to try and take out the town center here. The villagers going to be shanking down the siege towers as well here as the Hades Shade's getting cleaned up. Will this town center survive? It looks like the answer is no. But, I mean, how much does it matter after that raid here from Goldmine? That's such a big amount of damage onto Shelty's economy here. Fox is still quite big. Apple here is still struggling to kind of hold here. But the thing is, Skady doesn't yet have himself any hill fort. So no Huskar to really change the flow of this battle. So these chariot archers are doing a lot of damage here. And Apple is 3 town centers. So DoD, while the score is slightly favoring TBL at this point, I don't think DoD is going to be too unhappy with their position here that they're holding, especially with all these battle balls at the moment here. One thing as well that Fox and Apple could be doing is trying to feed Shelty a little bit, especially with those trade routes started here. Do we see any trade routes started for TBL? No, it doesn't look like they have. So this is going to be another advantage for DoD here as Hecate's now starting to come through for Goldline. He's in a good position here. Looks like everyone is kind of taking some damage, so to speak, in this game. Skady going to be grabbing some food over here as well, as he hasn't really fished up this pond all too well. And the chariot archers managed to take the town center down. They're going to be pushing the villagers off of this gold mine. TBL's got to be really, really careful here because losing this gold mine, I mean, this gold mine's almost finished actually, so it doesn't really matter, but losing this position means they don't have this position either. They do have some gold over here remaining, but Fox is right here in this position. He does lose the Migdal Stronghold, but he's right here ready to put pressure onto those gold mines there. As the villagers pulling back and going onto those berries there as well. And we do have the chariot archers trying to push forward here as best as they can. Town Center now up for Apple for the time being here. Thank you for the rating, the rating party there, Team Respawn TV. Appreciate you. Hope your stream went well. As the fortified town centers coming through for DoD, Fox, and for Apple at the same time here. And Apple is playing really, really well at the moment. He's pushed Skady back. Skady is yet to have a market up. We still don't see a market up for anyone here. In terms of, actually, it looks like TSM player is still in the classical ages. Obviously can't have that one as the unit's pushing 40, but it does look like Goldline manages to defend here as the villager's going to come over here onto this mining camp, onto that gold mine there. And Shelty's still pumping out those Herser as best as he can. There's another Migdal Stronghold going to be coming up here with Apple pushing forward. Apple is probably going to be able to hit a Mythic Age really, really soon. Skady's got a lot of villagers here, though. He's also got that hunt in the main base. He's moving those villagers forward, looking for more hunt to eat in this game. The village is going to be actually coming up onto this lone gold mine here, as everyone on one gold mine. That's not going to be the easiest of things here for TBL to be holding. As the chariot archers of DoD coming through, going to be sniping some villagers here as well nicely. As the chariot archer is going to be holding over here as best as they can. We do have TSM player going to come in with his own units to try and take out Apple, as Apple is very, very comfortably just going to be pulling back here, fighting underneath town center fire here, utilizing this forest beautifully to hold on. As we'll see if Apple can figure this one out. He does manage that. Such a brutal amount of chariot archers. Yeah, you just cannot engage that in the slightest. And now with all the villagers over here, everyone checking this one out at the moment. Where's the Tartarian gate? Right here into Shelty's base. Shelty has to make that decision. Does he make some Herser and go back and try and take that out? Or does he just put pressure over here? I think he just puts pressure over here. He doesn't need economy. Fox has got the economy here. Apple's got the economy. It doesn't matter. They just need to put pressure onto this position here. But we do see the units needing to retreat back. Those medium destroyers causing a bit of problems over here. Apple is holding for the time being on this position. He's also making some mercenary here to push forward to boot. It's going to be a big, big deal as well. And we'll see if he can hold after all is said and done here. It does look like he's being able to, as the villagers still getting cleaned up on this position. Looks like the ox cart was taken down from Skady as well. He's got nowhere else to go in this game in terms of gold. So what is his plan here? I mean, he could try and push through here, for an example. Not sure it's going to be all too good, but TSM player is getting himself that labyrinth of Minos. Is he going to be going? Where's his temple? I don't see his temple anywhere. Anyone see a temple here? I don't see a temple, but he's going to be going for Minotaurs here because he knows he doesn't have that gold anymore to try and hold, at least have some sort of presence here, militarily speaking, as the Family Bird's getting taken down. And unfortunately here for Gold Lion, this town center should have already gone down, but these Tartarian spawns are spreading out on the opposite way. So looks like Shelty's getting away with a little bit here as he gets that town center in the center of the map here. Still going to be putting pressure onto this position as Apple is just in full defense mode here. He knows that he just needs to hold here and he should be okay. And not only that, the trade route here from the bottom corner going up to this town center, not getting influenced by this Tartarian gate either, is really, really big benefit there for DoD in this game. As the villagers getting taken out nicely here. Crenellations coming through here for TSM player as well. But, I mean, what's the usage of that right now? Where else can these villagers go onto this gold mine, I guess? It is kind of open, but the town center does spot it there. So those villagers will get taken down really, really quickly as Apple continues to push forward here on this position as TSM player coming back over here to help out. We do have a trade route, has started for Gold Lion, but he doesn't have any food income, it seems, to really get those llama caravans going here. One thing that Shelty might want to do is try and get onto this back position here and get some walls set up and cause some problems for that trade route as Skady does come over here onto that gold mine. We'll see how long it takes for DoD to react to that and get some pressure done. All they have to do is take out that ox cart, and that puts a lot of pressure onto Skady here. And the other thing is that this gold mine is being pushed off. Now, TSM players got no gold at all, as DoD is still controlling this game beautifully. It's only Gold Lion who's really got any presence remaining now, as the Chariot Archer is still pushing forward, basically fighting 2v1 here at the moment, as, I mean, Shelty is in a really, really tough position, but he is playing as Loki, so economy doesn't matter that much when you get all those free myth units. Taking out the Palace here as well, as Fox and Shelty realize if they break through here, they break down this town center, they can stop any sort of trade route shenanigans going up to the top side of the map there. And at the moment, I mean, this Tartarian gate still, unfortunately, for TBL, not targeting that town center down. And Shelty is still getting himself dwarves out, still producing them over onto this wood line over here. So going to be able to be fine where that's concerned. And TSM player in this point says, the game's lost. And he taps out. TBL loses the first game here against DoD. What a strategy here from DoD. I absolutely loved it here. This is 100% the way to play. I love this because this goes against all water theory in Age mythology. The water theory is you fight water, 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 and then you transition into town centers, and then you fight on the land. This game here, DoD went with, what they basically said is, we're sacking water. We are going to build a couple of ships. We're going to sack water. You're going to be building all your archer ships out, and we're going to say, no worries, we're going to go straight for the gold staff. And they get it. They get the gold staff, and TBL are just too slow to react and push back here and utilize that economic advantage they have. If we actually take a look at the post game, this will tell a big story here. Look how far in front TBL is throughout this entire position here. Let's just take a point here. 1730, 83K, 1730 here. Nearly 10K resources difference. But it doesn't matter because they've got no gold. Boom, look at this. It stagnates, it ends, and they just cannot build units without having any gold, and they lose the game. Nile Delta, what a map. What a map. This is exactly the type of interesting maps we love for these sort of tournaments. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider the follow on Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.